My name is Eva. I am 32 years old. I was born in South America. I run my own office. I invest my wealthy clients' money. I work with big international banks and financial institutions. I am in love with a married man who has a lot of connections.
Hey, are you in the office today? I want you to meet an investor. He has a good business offer to discuss with you. I think you will find it interesting. We are coming over.
The most expensive and unique shoes one can find in the shops, worn on the feet of stars or fashion shows. A token of my success. I bought them maybe out of obsession. But every time I wear them, I taste the flavor of revenge and the extent of my success. I grew up in a slum, a favela, on the fringes of the city, full of rats, bugs, rubbish, swarms of children fighting over food, and groups of adults living out of scams. I was like everybody else, rather mean and neglected. When I was hungry, I would eat roots straight from the earth. I still have the marks from fighting over a piece of dry bread. I was always hungry, walking around in rugs, big eyes full of tears, an empty stomach. I don't like recalling the past. We didn't expect anything from the grown-ups, the poor and miserable, who had never struggled for anything. There was no mercy, not even for the children. At home there were a lot of children, of all ages, all crammed in one room, on one bed. Nobody cared about us. Only the school and the church tried to provide us with some kind of education. I had always been keen on studying.
Good morning, Eva. I would like you to meet Paul.
Good morning. Come in, I was expecting you.
Paul is a big investor. He has heard a lot about you. He wants to do business with you.
Indeed. I have heard a lot about you from satisfied clients of yours, and that is why I really wanted to meet you. I like working with dynamic people, and especially with attractive, intelligent, dynamic women. It is a pleasure to meet you.
What can I do for you? I started suspecting that there was something fishy about that money. I never wanted to have anything to do with dirty money, especially drug money. The trust in the man I have fallen in love with and is now sitting next to me is enough to cast away any negative thoughts.
That is why I want to transfer a big amount of money from Italy to your country. What do you think?
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
We will both benefit greatly from working together. It is quite remarkable how you have managed to set up such a dynamic international investment company.
When I was 10, I made myself a promise. I would not grow up to be poor. I would make so much money, enough to make up for all the misery and poverty that humiliated me. To survive, I used to take any job, working at bars at night and as a cleaner during the day. I gritted my teeth, because I never forgot my promise to become rich and completely forget about the dirty, hungry, barefoot girl.
Good morning. We are facing some problems with the investment you asked for. They are asking for a gift to solve them. It is a big investment and very important to us. We must not lose it.
I was getting a good reputation. I was trusted with huge amounts of money to invest. I transferred their savings to other countries with mutual benefit and profits. I was still legal, or almost so. I found out very soon how to bypass tax rules and audits, mostly by bribing a little bit along the way. The money was getting bigger, and my head would spin.
Hey, girlfriend! You do remember that you have a best friend that you have completely neglected, don't you? I feel nostalgic about that small office where we started our first investments.
You are always on my mind. I miss you. Anna was the reason I first started. She was selling herself to get by. She asked me to manage her savings, everything she had put aside. We started investing her money lawfully. We gained a lot of money without any risks. That is how I started investing other people's money successfully.
I hope that you have opened and read the article I've just sent you.
Oh, I am sure I left it here somewhere. It was my job, and I was really good at it. My clientele was growing, and I was able to get anything I wanted even in my most crazy dreams. What a full life! The barefoot girl had made it. She had taken her revenge. She was now moving on, with the same determination, seeking for more success and more money.
We can move forward as discussed. The tickets are waiting for you. A guy will be there to pick you up.
All this sounds great, like a fairy tale. I don't get it. How did you end up in here?
I used to work and travel a lot. With more and more money in my hands, I felt unbeatable. I always pushed for more. I wanted to exceed my own expectations. I lost control. I got carried away by a married man, the broken, unfaithful, but at the same time, charming and well-connected man. Everybody knew him, and therefore, I needed him.
It says here that you were involved in drug dealing.
Everything was running smoothly. I didn't have to make any choices. I started suspecting that some of the money was connected with drug dealing. I thought it wasn't my business. I failed to take the necessary precautions. I persuaded myself that I was just investing money without caring about where it came from. I didn't care. I trusted the man I was in love with, and that was more than enough.
And how did you end up imprisoned in a foreign country?
I was always away on business. I used to come here a lot to work with Paul. The big investor. I was at my hotel room.
Turn on the TV. Leave the country as soon as possible.
Police say an international drug trafficking network that has been flooding the country with huge amounts of illegal substances has been dismantled. They had been transferring the profits from their illegal activity to other countries through a big financial company.
Police, open up!
I froze. In only a second, everything collapsed. I was sent to prison, in a foreign country. I still wonder how it happened. The barefoot and hungry young girl returned to the starting point. The only difference about her is her clothes. One devastating mistake, and I lost everything. Nothing will be the same again. There is no happy ending to this story. I can't even think about it. What was my bad luck? Lack of love, challenge and revenge, wealth, luxury and power, omnipotence, blind love. I had lost any sense of reality, moral code and legal limits. Misery is overwhelming, in the same way that wealth is dazzling.